This Gener8 review will show you if this really is a legit and easy way to earn some extra cash online by watching the ads you see online anyways, or if it is a waste of time. My name is Michael from paidfromservice.com, and I have tested Gener8 for a while now, and in this video I will show you both the pros and the cons, because it definitely does have some advantages, but it also has some huge disadvantages that you're not told about, and you really need to consider these as well. If this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about how to make the most out of get paid to sites, paid service sites, and other free ways to earn some extra cash on the site online. So let's start by going over who can join Gener8, and you can in theory join from all countries. However, at the moment of recording this video here, they definitely have the most opportunities in the UK, because that's where they are focused on rolling out at this moment. But that does not mean that you cannot earn in other countries. However, no matter where you live, you definitely need to know the details and consider if it really will be worth it, and that is what you will find out in this video. So Gener8 is a different type of get paid to site, because in one sense you can earn passively here, and what they do is that they will help you earn by watching the advertisements you see, for example, on websites anyways. So if you install it on your browser, then it is an extension that will then show you ads from Gener8 on the different websites that you visit. So if you install it, then you will see ads from Gener8 or from Gener8's partners when you go to different websites, because these ads will replace the advertisements you will see there usually. So let me just show you an example of this so you can understand better how that works. So I'm on a website now that usually has ads here, and if I then scroll down, then usually there would be some ads here that are on this website because the person having this website makes money by having ads displayed there. But you can see Gener8 here kind of hijacks that and then places their ads here instead. And if you just scroll through here, you can see there's another ad by Gener8 there, and here also. Right now there are not a lot of ads where I live, but that depends on the country you live in. So then they have these random ones instead, or sometimes you will have more targeted ads from their partners. Usually when ads are shown on websites like this, the owner of the website will earn something if you click them. But in the case of Gener8, they say that they want to help you monetize your data, so then you will earn instead by watching these ads. Of course, Gener8 also makes money. That's a part of their business plan. So they have partners, and then they kind of hijacks these ads here, and they will show the ads from their partners. They will get paid for that, and then they will share a part of that with you. So that is kind of how you earn. And once you have installed it, you can see it in your browser where you have installed it here, and you can see how many points you earned here, and you can also go to the preferences and the marketplace. The preferences is where you need to make sure to kind of fill out your profile, because that will help you earn and get the ads there. And the marketplace is where you can redeem your earnings, which we'll get to in just a few minutes. But here you can also enable it or disable it on different pages if there are some websites you do not want it to be shown on or to be active on. So as you can see, it can seem quite easy to make money with Gener8 and a passive way to earn a bit extra. And I definitely understand why it sounds appealing at first, but after having tested it for quite a while now, I started seeing some things that I also really dislike about it, and something that actually gave me some problems on other sites, and you definitely need to consider this. But before getting into that, let's also go over how you can then take your earnings out and how much you can earn. So I have tested Gener8 for around a month now, and you can see here that I have only earned 74 points. As mentioned earlier, how much you can earn here will of course depend how many websites you visit, but of course also the country you live in, because the partners they have, that will directly affect how much you can earn. And in most countries, as of recording this review here, it's very limited what you will earn. And I have really not earned a lot, even though I visit a lot of websites every day. But even if you live in the UK, where they serve the most ads and where you can earn the most, you can only earn around 15 points per day as a maximum. But what can you then get for these points? Well, to find out about that, you need to go to the marketplace here, and then you can see the different offers you have or opportunities you have. You can see many of them just gives you kind of discounts on different items. And there are different categories, so you can kind of just go through this whole Gener8's reward catalog here. But you can also get actually products, and you can also get gift cards, and which ones are available, that depends on the time you're trying there, and it will vary from time to time. You can see the threshold starts at around £5 here, or some of them are then £8 here or £15. So there's no exact payout threshold. And the amount of gift cards you can get will also depend on the country you live in. In many countries, it's very limited what you can get for your points at this moment. They are supposedly planning to expand to other countries, but at this very moment, the rewards are actually only really great if you live in the UK. However, no matter what, you do not get a lot for your points, and it does take quite a lot of time to actually earn enough to redeem any gift cards. So it's not great value for your time, to be honest. Of course, it's kind of passive once it runs in the background. So in that way, you do not actually spend any time, and that's definitely the strength of this platform. However, it also has some huge disadvantages, and I will go over these next. So I ran into a couple of big issues when it comes to Gener8, or that's at least my opinion. And now I will share it with you, and then you know what to consider, and then you can decide for yourself. One thing is that you install this browser extension, which kind of works like an ad blocker because they kind of take over the ads and shows their ads instead. However, this can give you problems on other websites, because if you use other get paid to sites, for example, to do different tasks or take surveys to earn, then they need to be able to track what you do in your browser to be able to actually pay you for those tasks and those surveys. And when you have something like Gener8 installed, then you can take a survey, for example, take an offer, and they will not be able to track it, and there will be an error, or you might not even get an error, but you will just not get the points or the rewards because they cannot track it. And I have tried this myself. I was sitting there and suddenly didn't get rewarded, or I didn't get tracked, and then I figured out that that's actually because Gener8 is installed in my browser. So that's something you really need to consider if you use other get paid to sites or service sites, that this can interfere with them, and you can end up not getting paid for the tasks and the surveys you do there. Also, what I have experienced is that it interferes, for example, when I need to do some online banking or online taxes or other things like that, that it simply doesn't work in the browsers where I have Gener8 installed. And that has been really frustrating for me because there's no warning saying that this is because Gener8 is installed. I just kind of had to figure out, suddenly there was a lot of things not working in my browser after I installed it. And I figured out that's actually because of that. And that was really frustrating until I figured out that it's actually because Gener8 is installed and activated in my browser. So if you install it, just be aware that there might be some websites that you will have some big issues with and that will not be working. So what I just mentioned are huge disadvantages for you, but there are also something that I think is worth considering kind of from a bigger picture if you like finding information online. Because I jump back to a site now that usually has ads displayed, and I know how much work it takes, for example, to run a website and create quality content there, or to run a YouTube channel and create constant content there that can actually help people. And in this case, on this website, this person usually then earns a tiny bit of profit by having ads displayed. This is a part of how that person can actually make it worth creating a lot of different content. But now suddenly Gener8 actually kind of hijacks those ads, and the person will no longer get paid for that. The person attracts traffic to the website and puts in a lot of effort, and then Gener8 kind of just takes over the ads, and that person will not earn anything anyways. I can imagine if something like this was created for YouTube. I work a lot on my YouTube channel, and what I earn from the ads showing in front of my videos is a tiny bit, and it really helps me to support my channel and keep it going. And if somebody just hijacked that and suddenly just replace that with other ads, and I wouldn't earn anything, then I wouldn't be able to continue actually creating content. And the same goes for many websites. So if you like finding information online, then you are actually hurting your favorite creators by using something like Gener8, because you take the opportunity for them to earn something for the big effort they put into creating content away from them. And for me, that's definitely something to really consider. Because if this became the norm and everybody used something like this, then a lot of websites would not be able to run. They would not be able to afford creating content because they would have no way to actually make back just at least the cost of running the website and of creating the content. So this is definitely something I think is worth considering as well. That is definitely one of the reasons that I do not actually support Gener8, because I think it's important to support all the creators, because I know how much work it takes to create and run a website and content, for example, on YouTube. So overall, Gener8 is a way where you can earn a bit passively online by just having it installed in your browser. However, I'm really not a big fan, as you can hear from this review, because first of all, you do not earn a lot, but even if that was the case, it interferes with so many other websites and it has given me a lot of problems on different websites to have it installed. And finally, also, I think it's a huge issue that they kind of take away the opportunity for website owners to earn a bit from the content they put so much effort into by just kind of hijacking the ads. So after having tested it and found out about this and how it really works, I definitely have decided to delete it, and it's actually not an extension that I can recommend. Also, I've been in contact with their support, and the first time, yes, I got a fairly quick reply, but the second time I actually didn't hear back, and that is definitely also a minus. So the support kind of seems hit and miss, and you do not really know if you will get an answer or not. That at least has been my experience. So I would say if you want to earn a bit of money online passively by just having certain things installed, then there are definitely opportunities that in my experience are way better and that does not interfere with other websites the same way, and that does not take away the opportunities for content creators to actually earn a bit of money. And if you want more information about those opportunities or even more details about Gener8, then I have all that information on my website, paidfromservice.com, and I will leave a link to that below this video here. So make sure to check that out. And also, if this video helped you, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about how to get the most out of get paid to sites, paid service sites, and other free ways to earn some extra cash on the site online.